everybody, welcome to my channel, Beautiful Colors. My name is Brianna, and today I'm going to do a little bit of a coloring challenge and answer some questions for the not a challenge, excuse me, a coloring tag. Even though I was not officially tagged, I watched a video by Happy Colorist J. If any of you know her, I love her channel and her videos. I love to watch her, show her colorings for the week, the month, the year, whatever it may be. Also, I'm going to apologize in advance for any noise you may hear, any smacking, any baby talking. I have my 2-year-old here with me. Me and my younger brother is the only one here today, and unfortunately, she doesn't like anybody but her mom, so she's going to be hanging around while we talk about the coloring tag. So, the first thing on the coloring tag says to introduce the book you are working on. So right now, currently, I'm working in Daydreams, and I will show you. So be warned, I'm not a huge fan of how it's turning out, and I honestly don't know how I'm supposed to salvage it, but that's Blue, baby. I'm talking, okay? Just wait 1 second. Right now, see, I did the background using gel pens, and I wanted it to be a very dark scene with dark colors, not a whole lot of lighting. And now I'm kind of thinking maybe the gel pens that I used were probably not darkest of colors. Also, I didn't go in before I did the gel pen, and I didn't, put in a coat of dark paint or color with a dark color or anything like that. So it just looks a lot lighter than what I was hoping for, because as you can see, my darks and my highlights and stuff is not very there's not a really big contrast between highlights and darks and all that jazz, because I wanted it to be a very dark picture. So what I'm thinking is maybe to I don't know, maybe to just do away with the whole background in general and either just paint either dark blue, or maybe just paint black over the background and maybe put some streaks in it to look like rain. I don't really know what else to do to fix it. If you have any ideas, I would be glad to hear them. Maybe put them in the comments and I'll go from there. But, so yeah, this is the only one I'm working on currently. I did just have a couple works in progress, but I just finished one. So I finished that one before this one because that was one that I started with my grandmother a long time ago, and I'm just a very slow colorist, and she finished it. She finished it way before I did, so I was like, okay, I gotta get this done. So I finished that one, and now this one is the only one I'm working in. So this is Daydreams by Hannah Carlson, and I know almost everybody out there in the coloring world, coloring community on YouTube, y'all all know this book. Most of you have it, so I won't talk too much about it. I was gonna sit here and color while I talked, but my child just took off with my swatch sheet, so now I don't know what colors. Okay, so the next thing, number 2, is name your top 3 illustrators. So top 3 illustrators, let me think. Let me just say this real quick, because I don't know if I was mumbling and just forgot to say this, but Happy Colorist J, the one I was talking about in the beginning, and I know I just totally, completely forgot to say this. She did the coloring tag video, and she did not officially tag me or anybody. She says in her video, if you see this, take it as I'm tagging you to do the video, because she just wants to see who out there is gonna do it, I guess. She enjoys just as much as I do watching people's coloring videos, coloring tags, challenges, just in general coloring related videos. So I'm gonna take that and say that she is tagging me, even though it was not direct. And with that said, we'll go back to number 2, top 3 illustrators. So right now, I don't have a whole lot of coloring books, and we'll get to that because that is the last question in the coloring tag. But and this is one that I've done. I'll show that later. But I don't have a whole lot of coloring books, but I've noticed that if I had to pick top 3 favorite illustrators, that would be very, very, very hard because one, I like so many people's artwork. So many people's artwork I love. But as of right now, with the coloring books that I currently have, in telling that which ones that I color in the most and which ones I don't really touch, I would have to say my top 3 is Kirby Rosanis, Hannah Carlson, and what's the other one? Johanna Basford. I currently have the most coloring books of those 3 illustrators, and I do the most coloring in those books. So that would probably have to be my top 3 illustrators. Now, as of question number 3, your favorite type of coloring. So, favorite type of coloring, that could be anything, between mandalas, color by number, just whatever. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say color by number and like mandalas and like stuff like that is not really, I don't really enjoy those that much anymore now that I've like really discovered a world with all of these beautiful illustrators and all of these beautiful books. Most of us got started, doing color by numbers and stuff like that because that's what they had a lot of in the adult coloring book world. So pretty much anything that is not a mandala, that is not color by number. I have a wide range of things that I like that I will color. I will color anything from fantasy to like realistic. I just like it all. And I've always been pretty much the kind of person. Okay. Come on. Sorry. I've always been kind of the person that just likes art in general, that just likes to color in general. I've always grown up with my grandmother painting on the porch and doing all kinds of stuff, all sorts of things. So as of my favorite type of coloring, I will color pretty much anything. I have also seen those Disney mosaic books. I would love to have one of those. Also, I have seen a couple of the Disney... My child was over here climbing from chair to chair and fell and got a little beat up. So I had to comfort her for a second, and she's in there watching Aladdin. So apologize if you hear that and if you've heard that the whole time. But to get back to the coloring tag, what were we talking about? Your favorite coloring type? Yes, that's what we were talking about. And I'll just quickly recap. Pretty much I'll color anything. I don't really have a favorite type. I do have, things that really I won't color. I'm not a huge fan of mandalas, but like for instance, if it was a Disney mandala, absolutely I would color it. Color by number, I don't typically like color by number. I have a color by number book. I used to color in it when it was like one of the only 2-3 coloring books I had, but I no longer pick it up because it's not my favorite thing to do. But like I said, if it was like, for instance, a Disney coloring book, yes, I am a huge Disney fan, then yes, I would probably do it. So that's that. So number 4, your favorite coloring medium. So right now, and pretty much since I've started this whole coloring thing, which has been about a year now, I have pretty much only colored with colored pencils. A little bit of mixed medium being, like I'll use gel pens, I'll use chalk pastels, I'll use Neocolor 2s, but mostly when I color, I use I use right here, my Prismacolors. They are one of my favorite colored pencils as of right now. They are, let me think. So currently I only have 3 full sets of colored pencils. That being the Prismacolors, that being the Crayola, and the Arteza Expert. So I kind of shuffle between the 3. I am soon, very, very soon, hopefully going to be getting, you know, a full set of something else. I don't know yet, whether it be like the Black Widows or the Polychromos, or maybe like Derwent ink tints or something. I don't know. I'm planning on getting something else for me to use, but as of right now, colored pencils is pretty much the only thing that I use. I would say that it's my favorite, in that being that it's just the one that I use the most. It's the one that I have the most practice with. So I do have a couple Copic markers, but it's not enough to like basically do a whole picture. Another reason why I don't use Copic markers and like alcohol markers and stuff like that, reason why I don't use them a whole lot is because so a lot of my books are double-sided, and as you know, alcohol markers bleed through very badly and will ruin the page. And I'm not about that. I love my books. I try to keep my books in as good of condition as possible. I plan to color most, if not all, the pictures in all of my books. Also with that, single-sided books, I don't have like a whole lot of single-sided books. I have a couple of, well, not even a couple. I have a book that I bought from Amazon UK, I think it was, one of the Disney books from Amazon UK that is single-sided. I have not yet colored in that yet. I have a Hannah Lynn coloring book. I just have one. I do use markers in that one. I'll color over, a base of marker with pencils on top. But I also haven't done that enough to like be really, really good at it and like call it my favorite medium. So as of right now, I'm just gonna say pencil, colored pencil. And yeah, that's that. So your least favorite coloring medium? Sorry.
Emily.
Hold on. Gotta be quiet. So my least favorite coloring medium is, honestly, I don't have a least favorite coloring medium. Whatever I can put like to paper and, bring color to, like it doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, hold on one second, baby. So if I had to choose, I would probably say, gosh, I don't know. I would probably say some type of marker. I don't know, Crayola marker, Sharpie markers, just something that I don't use a whole lot of, that I don't have a whole lot of experience with. That would probably have to be my choice. Not that I don't like it, because I absolutely love using Crayola markers and Sharpies. I'll use Sharpies occasionally for like my Hannah Lynn books and stuff. Of course, I've always had a thing for Sharpies. I absolutely love Sharpies in general, but for coloring, if I had to choose a least favorite, I guess I would just choose something like some type of marker. So yeah. So with that, how many books do you have completed? So, and this is not just me, there's a lot of colorists out there that do not have completed books. So I don't have a completed coloring book, not even anywhere near close to completing any of mine. And most colorists will tell you there's just not enough time in the day. They have way too many books for that. Or they just don't have, a favorite they love that much that they're just gonna sit there and color every picture till they're done with it, The reason why we have so many different, and I'm speaking for myself really, but I know there's other colorists out there that may feel the same way. There's just way too many illustrators and like way too many books that we love so much and equally that we want to spread the love around a little bit, you know. We don't want to just pick one book and color in that book all the time. So yes, to answer that question, I do not have a completed coloring book. Moving on, number 7, favorite coloring book series. So, favorite coloring book series, that's a hard one, because like I said earlier, I don't have a whole lot of coloring books yet. I mean, I'm slowly collecting them. Yes, baby, that's a bird and that's a flower. Yep, just wait 1 second. I don't have a whole lot of coloring books, and what I do have are, so like I have 3 Hannah Carlson books. I have, let me see, 2 or 3 Johanna Basford books. I think maybe 2. And then I have, what was my other one? No, I don't remember what I said. I said Hannah Carlson, Johanna Basford, and there was another one. Oh Lord Jesus, what did I say? It was my top 3 illustrators too. I'm losing my mind, I'm sorry. It'll come to me in a second. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say maybe my favorite book series would probably be Johanna Basford. Yeah, that would have to be it. Because I do only have 2 of her books, but every time she comes out with a book, I immediately put it on my list. You know, I can't wait to get it. I love the books that I have of hers now, like Magical Jungle. I color in it all the time. It's probably the one I've spent the most time in, apart from, Kirby Rosanna's, that's what it was. Apart from Kirby Rosanna Smith and Morphia, Magical Jungle is the one that I spend the most time in. I absolutely love it. So, I don't know. I guess we'll just go with, I mean, I love them all equally. It's really hard to pick a favorite book series because I don't know. Yeah, we'll just go with Johanna Basford. And, yeah, that's a squirrel. We'll just go with Johanna Basford and, you know, just go with it.
Yeah.
So the last question is, how many books do you have? I have, and I just counted, and I'll show you my most recent one. This is my, excuse me if you can see my face.
What?
This is my most recent book. I just got this today. I absolutely love this book. I cannot, yeah, I know. I cannot wait to do something in it. And this caps me out at 32 books. So like to most of you on YouTube in the coloring community, if you see this video, that's Snow White, I know.
I wanted to white.
I know you do.
Most
people in the coloring community would tell you, oh, that's nothing. You know, we have hundreds and hundreds of books. Well, so I'll just put it this way. I have a family. We have bills to pay. If I had it my way, I would have, you know, hundreds of books and more. But, you know, I just have to take it, you know, a step at a time. Maybe 1 book a week, 1 book every 2 weeks. You know, I just kind of, you know, I'll give myself some time, and I'll pick a book that I've been wanting, and I'll keep it in my my Amazon wish list, and then every now and then I'll go and I'll scroll through and I'll look for what goes on sale, what has you know, price plummets and like stuff like that. But so right now I only have 32 books, and I know that's not a lot to a lot of you, but to me it's okay for now. I do have a ton of books on my wish list that I do wish to have. Okay, baby, just stop, just a second. I'll push it in a second. So with that being said, yes, only 32 coloring books. You know, I'll slowly be getting more, adding to my collection, because not only do I absolutely love to color, I am starting a little bit of a collection, you know, and hope to collect a lot of books, because I absolutely love the books. I love the illustrators. I love to, you know, to look at the pictures. I I've always been, you know, big on books. I'm not a reader, but like any type of books, one coloring, but like, so this book today, I just actually went to Books A Million. And if any of you have a Books A Million around you, I encourage you to go buy a book, buy something, whatever. Support your bookstores, because I know Amazon right now is taking over because their prices are so much better. But if you can manage the $2 or $3 extra you would pay in the bookstore, please go and support your bookstores, because I absolutely love going in my bookstores, and I love the atmosphere. I love that they have something for everybody. Their coloring book section is always booming. Yes, I just said booming. But anyways, I will stop rambling on about how many books I have and conclude this coloring tag and say thank you, Happy Colorist J, for, you know, tagging anyone that will watch your video. I'm gonna go ahead and say the same thing. If you see this video, consider yourself tagged, because I know I am new to YouTube. I am new to, you know, the whole deal, so I don't know a lot of people. A lot of people don't know me. So if you see this video and you liked it and you enjoyed, you know, the coloring tag, the talk, please give me a thumbs up. Maybe hit that subscribe button. Comment down below, you know, your top 3 illustrators, how many books you have. I would love to know these things. And like I said, consider yourself tagged. I would love to see y'all's coloring tags. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, whatever time it is you see this video. And talk to you guys later. Bye.